Welcome, one and all, to another night of Rocket Lads. We are looking at our second wild card match. One of them is already in the books, and we're looking forward tonight to seeing Cyber Crew taking on Rocketmon. Cyber Crew finishing 2-4 in their standings in round robin, and Rocketmon 0-6. But if our first matchup in the wild card was any indication, that doesn't matter at all. I am Josh Ola, and I am alone tonight. There is no one casting with me. Very sad. But we will manage because this is important. So we're glad that we can bring you this stream. We want to find out who's going home and who's going on into the playoffs. So just to give an idea of where we're standing right now, because Kimmy Gibblers, they took down the Grand Plats in the first wild card series. They were the, I believe, 13th seed. So Rocketmon is the 14th seed, and Cybercrew is the 12th seed. So if Cybercrew takes the game tonight, they will go up against as the higher seed, the Bologna men in the playoffs. But if Rocketmon takes the win tonight, they will go up against Wind Diesel, and then the Kimmy Gibblers will fall into whatever bracket or slot that kind of factors into that. So just to give you an idea of what's going on. And to look at these two teams, break it down a little bit. Cyber Crew, they looked really strong. This is a team that a lot of people looked at and thought, wow, this could be a strong team with Zero leading the way. You know, guy who's supersonic legend in some game modes, really mechanical. But they just haven't quite been able to jive as a team quite yet. And they were close to not getting relegated to the playoffs. So they're still a strong team to contend with down here. They're kind of like the Grand Plats of the last matchup that we saw. Rocketmon, on the other hand, again, this was a team that when the admins put together, no way thought it was going to go 0-6. The team had a lot of potential with its players to grow and to kind of get better as well, we thought. It didn't quite come true, but hopefully they can pull a Kimmy Gibblers tonight against the Cyber Crew and make that upset. So just to let you know who is on each of these teams, we have on Cyber Crew Zero, Nias, and Phoenix Rain. Hate to see those guys get eliminated at this point, but that's up to them for now. And Rocketmon, we have Blank Outcast, Gary, and Irate Sins, all veterans of Rocket Lad, so they're used to the pressure. So I wouldn't imagine that'll get to them. We got a few players who are joining the lobby at this point. Do we have a poll? We do. Wow. Interesting. Didn't think I'd see Rocketmon. Who's voted for that? Any favoritism going on in chat? I think there's probably favoritism going on. I think Cybercrew's going to take it. If I had to pick, I will say Cybercrew in 4 games. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's how it's going to go. And yeah, check out the chat. Everybody, also take note. Tons of new emotes, so spam those. I think you can even use your points now to make it emote only in the chat. So go around and play around with those. See which ones you like. Pick your new favorites. But yeah, once we get all the players in here, we will get these matches rolling for you. And just as a heads up, we do have one of our playoff matches already scheduled for the winners bracket. That's going to be Boys to Men versus the Dream Team. And that's going to be happening on December 29th. So it's a little ways off yet. It's a Wednesday night, but that is our first winners bracket match versus the Boys to Men and the Dream Team. So definitely keep that on your calendars. We look forward to that, but we want to get figured out who all the players in the playoffs are going to be first of all. And once again, just to highlight, Rocketmon 0-6, Cyber Crew only going 2-4. Cyber Crew, I think tonight they're keys to victory. Obviously, Zero. Sometimes he needs to be a little more patient. He's a fast player. He has higher level rotations than both his teammates, and sometimes those things can kind of clash a little bit. So both guys, the guys who are in, Nias and Phoenix, they got to come up a little bit, but then at the same time, Zero's got to come down a little bit to kind of make that mesh. Maybe not rotating as fast or cherry picking as much down the field. A little more passive with rotations, but Nias and Phoenix definitely have to hit those shots, shot accuracy. which is something that I struggle with too. They get opportunities. There will be opportunities. Zero will feed them the ball. He get those passes out, but they got to hit those opportunities for him. So I'm definitely looking for that. Rocketmon, they've got the talent, I feel like, to be a really good team. They're all quite even in level. It's one of those kind of teams. I think Sins has been putting in a little bit more time. Blank, he's a solid player. Sometimes it feels like nerves kind of get to them. And Gary, good player too. So just for them to come together, keep good rotations. They're on more of an even skill level. So mentally, that should give them the advantage. They should be recognizing the same kind of plays or the same kind of rotations, whereas the higher level skill and the lower level skill, sometimes that doesn't mix. They don't quite understand. So here we go. We get some more players joining the game. So we will be firing this thing up for you shortly. So let's see where the chat is standing now. 50-50, but only 4 votes. Come on, guys. You guys can do better than that. Where are my votes at? Come on. Yeah. Let's see. Rusted Fargo. I gotta put my glasses on to read that far away. Oh. I only put these glasses on when I really analyze the plays, when I break it down. Yeah. That's a good point by Rusted Fargo. The trigger factor for Zero. He can get triggered. Yeah, so maybe demoing him. Just getting out to an early lead or even taking that first game. If they could take that first game, that would be huge. Yeah. Zero can get kind of a little bit tilted sometimes, and then he kind of throws the game plan out the window. The rotations, they disappear a little bit. He starts to freestyle a little bit more. So that is definitely something that's actually a good strategy, you know? So good point in chat. Appreciate that. Keep it coming. Yeah. What else we got? Any more insights? Ooh, don't give him an inch. That's true. These players, sometimes the tendency is to, with a higher level player, you're not sure what they're capable of, so you give them too much space. But that's what they love. So definitely want to be challenging all of his shots. Don't give him any space to make those free shots on net. So who have we got? We got everybody? I think we do. Missing one? No. Okay. Awesome. Yeah. We have everybody. So we are ready to get these games underway for you. Sorry you had to listen to me for so long. I stalled as long as I could. So here we go. So you can give the go ahead from our production. We're going to get these matches underway. So enjoy the games. We're moving into game number 1. And I'm not going to stop talking for a long time. All right, here we go. We got Llama Lord? Oh, that is definitely Zero. So I will try to call him by that. If you hear me call him Zero, that is also Llama Lord. Blank Outcast going to try to move this in front of the net. Phoenix with a whiff, but the whiff is more of a fake. Sins does not read that. Zero pushing it down the field. Forces to try to clear to midfield. Gary chips it up. Gives away possession there. Nias able to force a 50 off into the corner. Tries to get that boost. Sins goes for the backboard. Zero up, but misses the touch off the wall. What kind of led to this? It's a little bit uncharacteristic. I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, just a little bit of maybe getting used to it. Getting into the flow of the game. I don't expect to see that happen too much. Zero forces the 50 back to Nias. Nice kickoff by him. It almost looks like he kind of lost it, but I would say that was on purpose, the way he was forcing it to his teammate. Gary able to get in front of that ball and push off to the side. Zero trying to force it across. The defense just keeps playing it back into the corner. Blank, no boost. Just slow plays it down the field. Able to get by 1. Sins with the pop up over her teammate Gary. He was not expecting that. And try to settle things down, but does not have any boost, and that boost gets stolen there in the corner as well. Blank chips it over Phoenix. Can't beat Zero out in the corner, though. Sins just going to buy some time for her teammates to rotate back. Gary, nice idea. Doesn't jump at that, just kind of slows it down, puts it into the corner. Tries to get the 50, but it's not going his favor at all. Nias, nice back post shot there. Keeps it high up to the crossbar, and they'll even the game up. The minute and 22 gone. This is a nice shot by Nias. Very nice. That's exactly what I was hoping to see from him and hopefully Phoenix as well as these matches go on. That shot placement on the net. Doesn't even have to be as nice as that shot was, but as long as they get a little bit of quality, it will come through. Sins puts into the back wall. Blank Outcast does the same. Gary, not quite there to follow up on the shot. That third man, probably in that situation would have been nice for him to commit right in there. Gary going to keep playing this. A 50 for his teammate. That could be a pass. Sins up for the challenge. Push it off to the side. And they've started their lockdown. See if they can maintain the pressure here. Or if Zero will be able to break them out. Blank controlling the midfield. Able to put that high. Phoenix coming in for the clear. And now he's going to go in for the pass. Nobody's ready, though, on his team. Everybody was grouped up there for Rocketmon. Nobody ready to really clear that ball away. Sins booms it downfield, though. The calculated whiff there by Phoenix. Nice shot put on, but blocked away. And now the what a save comes out. And not the sarcastic what a save. That was a nice save there to keep this game even. Nice. Backwards. Gets the half flip. Able to get a good 50 out of that. And then he beats another man. Gary, though, he's ready. He's in that back position. Clears it down the field. Gets a nice 50 on 0-2. Takes him out of the play briefly, which is that's what you want to see. If you can get your third man to take out the first man and the other team, then you are doing well. Blank puts that high and that bounce. Phoenix gets good read on that. That's not easy. That camera angle coming out of goal, I should say. Sins puts this to the side. There's been a lot of pressure. Rocketmon's applied way more pressure this game, I'd say, than so far Cyber Crew has. But they just haven't quite been able to force them to make that mistake yet. Nice. Calculated Dax pass. Trying to give it back to Phoenix. And Zero chipping this up. A little bit of freestyle in there. Can't quite get a hold of it. I think he was probably thinking of a flip reset there, but it got away from him a little bit. Definitely capable of that. Nice, puts it into the wall. Not the best. Would have been nice if you got a follow-up on that to kind of keep it from popping back into midfield. Zero going to start the pressure again. Nice 50 up high. Ken Nias continues shooting streak. No, tough shot though. And now pushed up a little far. Buying his team time. Llama Lord, aka Zero, is going to put that ball back down for his teammates. Let's see if Cyber Crew can start to develop some of that pressure that Rocketmon was able to put on for so much of this game so far. Under a minute to go now. This game's still tied up. The back pass, the Dax pass, as we like to call it, coming out. I like that play. Phoenix, nice pass. Nice, just a little low. And there we go. That's a recognition by the third man, Zero there. He knows when he needs to come in. He knows when he's safe to rotate in. Phoenix is coming out on that right-hand side. And he just goes, doesn't hesitate, puts a nice fast shot on. Take the lead with 42 seconds left to go in this game. Can they respond? Can Rocketmon bring it back? Oh, someone's going to get up in the challenge. That, oh, man. I thought Zero was going to hit that one for sure. Gary gets away with one. Maybe he just believed Gary's challenge there. Zero gives that away a little bit. Oh, no. Oh, what a beautiful block by Nice there to keep this game in their favor. Oh, floating across the goal. No, no one believes the whiff is going to happen. And they dodge a bullet. And then on the counterattack. You can understand, though, why they get counterattacked there. They had to kind of go all in on that. Gary gets beat a little bit here. He doesn't jump to challenge that ball. Maybe his camera angle is getting a little bit wonky there, swinging around from the play, transitioning so quickly. It looks like this game, unless something happens here, is going to end up being 3-1 in the favor of Cyber Crew. But not for a lack of trying by Rocketmon. They definitely felt like the team that applied more pressure, that controlled more, but ultimately in the end was a team that made more mistakes. Just giving up those counter goals, or just giving up a free goal. Really, the Cyber Crew made them have to work for everything, and they just weren't able to get past that defense. We see 5 shots in the favor of Rocketmon, only 1 goal. whereas 4 shots and 3 goals on Cyber Crew. So yeah, they just had better opportunities. I guess the rotations on the goal line were nice, so that's good to see. They're getting that rotation down. That was something that a little bit of an issue with, not really jiving with each other on what they thought was necessary, and a good amount of saves too. No saves by Rocketmon, so I think those stats tell the story pretty much of what happened. But Rocketmon, I wouldn't be too concerned if I was them. Wouldn't need to change a whole lot. They played really well, I thought. Just kind of come out and do the same. They just gotta finish those opportunities. Not be afraid to commit as that third man, as you know your other guy is rotating back. You can be a little bit aggressive sometimes. Those comms can definitely help to let you know that I'm rotating out, or I'm rotating mid or something like that. So they know that they can just go. They can go. So they don't have to hesitate. They're gonna need that if they're gonna take down Cyber Crew here. So look forward to game 2. Seeing if they can repeat, seeing if they'll make any changes or slow down. Sometimes that's hard. Things can get in your head pretty quick in these matches. You think you got to change something. You think you need to play faster. You think you need to play slower. You just don't really know.